Long Journey Home. We're so glad each of you are here. And we're going to ask Buddy Moorfield if he will please have an opening prayer.
Let's pray. Lord God in heaven, see your beauty of your creation here in this place. We're very grateful for our community. Thank you so much for loving us. Thank you for sending your son Jesus to us. Again, we're grateful for this occasion that brings us together and the love and understanding of music, love and understanding of art, and the things that we're able to enjoy because you have given us the intelligence and the understanding and abilities and talents to do these things. Grateful for all those that have put the efforts and time in for this day, and we're grateful for the weather, good weather we're able to have, enjoy the health you afforded to us. We just know that you are in control of all things, and we love you and put our trust in you, and we're very grateful for the salvation of our souls. And it's in the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
At this time, Evelyn Cook, our beloved friend and longtime supporter of Long Journey Home, is going to make some opening remarks.
He wants to know if I want to stand up or sit. The question is, will I be able to stand up? Sit. Well, as Robert Porterfield used to say, okay. I used to say that I didn't need a microphone. I had one built in, and to some degree I still do. But as Robert Porterfield used to say, there's a nice motley little crew of us here today, so I guess we need a little bit of help in magnifying our voice. Magnifying, that doesn't sound like the right word. Wanda Payne, where are you? Anyway, it's wonderful to see all of you today, and it's wonderful for us to be here to celebrate one of the things that keeps Johnson County the way Johnson County ought to be kept, and that is its country music. Now, we've had our bean festivals, and we've had this, and we've had that, but over the long haul, those things have faded in the past. But what is it that has never faded, that gets stronger and stronger? Our country music. We love it, it's part of us, and we will love it from now on and make it always, always a part of who we are. So welcome to each one of you. Are you all country music lovers? Good. So am I. When I came home from overseas, oh gosh, I don't remember how many years ago now, Minnie Miller, in all her wisdom, said to me, "Now, Evelyn, you've traveled all over the world and all of that sort of thing, but I've got one thing to tell you. Country music is in your blood. You'll never get away from it, so you might as well relax and enjoy it." And she was so right. So welcome, welcome, welcome to each one of you. I hope you have a marvelous afternoon and a marvelous tomorrow and a marvelous life. Thank you.
Thank you. We want to take just a moment to recognize some special people in our attendance today and some who have been supporting us but couldn't be here. The Tennessee Arts Commission, East Tennessee Foundation, the Johnson County Community Foundation, Mayor Taylor, Mayor Jordan, our incoming Mayor Taylor, which I think, or Potter, which is already in here right now. Senator John Lundberg has supported us throughout all of Long Journey Home. Rusty Crow couldn't be here today, and he said to let us all know that he's thinking of us and he supports us. Scotty Campbell is here today. We want to thank the Chamber of Commerce. And my name is Temple Reese. I'm one of the original members of the Long Journey Home Committee. And of course, we want to thank our Long Journey Home Committee. And I'd like to recognize our sponsors. Humphrey Masonry, Ed Ellis, the family of Elaine Wallace Holman, Richard Cavallero, Evelyn Cook, Dan Cullinane, Christy Dunn, Andrew Kyman and Jackson Matherly, Robert and Lois Dunn, Cindy Funkhauser, Kelly St. Germain, Crystal Hensley, Elaine Holman, Chris and Sheila Johnson, Lori Kegley, Lois Gurney Long, Val Lyle, Janet Mahala, Christine Odom Marshall, Terry Morris, Elizabeth Martin, Wayne and Margaret Martin, Ralph Nielsen, Kenny and Sandra Price in memory of Adam Price, Rick Ramsey, John and Peggy Rochelle, Karen Rose, Mike and myself, Dennis Shekinah and Rita Cowan, Nancy Svensson, Lisa Taylor, Ken Tolliver, Vicki Woods, Sheila Holman Johnson, Fred and Donna Kuhn, Joseph Johnson, Robert Liberto, Nick and Susan Kutrelikos, Nancy Galloway Book, Michael Karasik and Helen Caligari, Claudia Holman, and Harold and Trilla Little in memory of Elaine Holman. The estate of Dr. and Alex Wickwire McGreal. And then we mentioned the Johnson County Community Foundation, the Tennessee Arts Commission, Appalachian Arts Assembly, the East Tennessee Foundation, the Town of Mountain City, and the Johnson County Mayor's Office. So if you want to give a hand to all those people who support Long Journey Home. And Stephen Long was going to be your MC today, and he wasn't feeling the greatest at this moment, so he wanted to be sure and make sure everyone's safe. So if I make any mistakes, I'm sorry. I'll do the very best I can. So we do want to thank all of you for being here today. The music we celebrate during Long Journey Home has been passed down for generations, and we're proud to have our junior Appalachian musicians here to represent that tradition. Peyton Gentry is going to play an old Tom Ashley song from the 1920s. Bob Dylan said when he heard this song on Harry Smith's Anthology of Folk Music, it set him up and it inspired him like nothing else. Jerry Garcia and John McCutcheon are also among the many musicians who were inspired by this song. But we are most proud that it is still sung by our young people right here in Mountain City, Tennessee, in Clarence, Tom Ashley's hometown. Peyton Gentry is going to sing The Cuckoo, and the jam band with Haley Isaacs, The Storms on the Ocean, and then the jam band has one more special they're going to sing. So take it away.
I think we're going to start with that. Are we ready to go, Common? It's good to see everybody today. I'm Mike Taylor, and we've been a part of the JAM program now for 5-6 years, and that's an important program. She said something about keeping Johnson County there a minute ago, and you see this young fella right here. When we look back and we're going to unveil this statue of Fred Price in a little bit, that's going to keep it going, and that's one of the elements of JAM, is to take this music that has been here for hundreds of years, pass it on down to this young fella who's going to pass it on down to his grandkids likewise. This is my grandson, Finn. And so we have several young folks that are coming to JAM. Pre-COVID, in the class before COVID hit, we had 105 kids playing banjo, fiddle, guitar, and mandolin. We had about 7 instructors. So you have a sample of some of the kids that have been working at JAM. You have a sample of the instructors that are helping us there. So I'm going to start out and do the song, My Home's Across the Blue Ridge Mountain, and then we'll turn it over to these young folks, and they'll do those songs that she's introduced to you. So we'll let you kick it off there, Tim. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. And I never expect to see you anymore. How can I keep from crying? How can I keep from crying? How can I keep from crying? For I never expect to see you anymore. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. Home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. And I never expect to see you anymore. Mandolin. goodbye, my little darling. So goodbye, my little darling. So goodbye, my little darling. For I never expect to see you anymore. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. And I never expect to see you anymore. Banjo. Well, I'll be leaving Monday morning. I'll be leaving Monday morning. I'll be leaving Monday morning. And I never expect to see you anymore. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. My home's across the Blue Ridge Mountains. And I never expect to see you anymore. And I never expect to see you anymore. You gonna kick it off, Marty? All right.
Oh, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She warbles as she flies, but I'll never give her water.
She doesn't talk much, but she sings quite a lot. But she got to sing that song that Timberland mentioned, "The Storms Aren't on the Ocean." So she does a great job.
I'm going away to leave you, love. I'm going away for a while, but I'll return to see you sometime. If I go 10,000 miles, the storms are on the ocean. Heavens may cease to be. This world may lose its motion, love, if I prove false to thee. Oh, who will dress my pretty little feet? And who will glove my hand? Who will kiss me on the rose cheeks when I return again? The storms are on the ocean. Heavens may cease to be. This world may lose its motion, love, if I prove false to thee. Papa will dress my pretty little feet. Mama will love my hand. You shall kiss me on the rose cheeks when I return again. The storms are on the ocean. Heavens may cease to be. This world may lose its motion, love, if I prove false to thee. If I prove false to thee.
Thank you all very much. Thank you.
How about another really big hand for
Grandson's cute. My grandson's cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every year during Long Journey Home, we celebrate the heritage and music that is unique to Johnson County. At the Old Mill, you heard Kitty and Kyman perform the music of Clarence Tom Ashley. Do we have any members of the Ashley family here with us today? Any Ashley family? Last night after busking, you may have seen Short Life of Trouble, the Appalachian Memory Keepers film about G.B. Grayson. I know we have some members of G.B. Grayson, Frank Grayson's family here today. Where are you guys at? At 4 o'clock today, you'll hear the Piney Woods Boys perform the music of Doc Watson, Clint Howard, and Fred Price on Fred Price's very own front porch. Are there any members of the Watson, Price, or Howard families here? No, there's some of you guys here. Raise your hands up, big and tall. Thank you. Are there any other pickers or family members of other Johnson County musicians here today? We welcome you all, and we honor you all, and we honor our music and our heritage. Next year's mural will feature Clint Howard and our agriculture traditions, But this year, we're honoring Fiddlin Fred Price with Johnson County's first full-size bronze sculpture. We're so excited. This idea has been cooking up since the 1980s, and I'll let Ralph Nielsen tell you where the inspiration came from.
I knew Fred when he was alive.
Yeah, you did.
I moved here 38 years ago, and I knew Fred when he was alive. And what I did like about this area was the culture. I came here because it's an old culture. There's all sorts of wonderful things. There's music and storytelling. And Fred was actually, for me, the perfect example of that culture and family values that have gone on for generations. And I had this dream that we should recognize these people with a bronze statue. In 1989, I made a little maquette, small statue, and it sat on the shelf for a long time as I've traveled and worked around the world. And now we finally have it coming to life, and it's because of Val and many other people. Val is the one who actually did the sculpture herself.
Thank you, Ralph. Joe Wilson said it best in his remembrance of Fred. Fred accepted life as it came to him, and every person he met was a friend. Big or little, rich or poor, sane or troubled, child or adult, they got a smile and a handshake, and some of his time if they wanted it, and I'm sure some of his music. He was a fine musician, but he was more than that. He was a great person. He didn't rush life. He had time for friends, and he had time for his family. We can honor his memory by listening carefully to children and by being better to each other. For this special project, we chose a sculptor with roots here in Johnson County. Val Lyle has done some amazing work that can be seen all over East Tennessee, including Bristol's birthplace of country music. So Val, how does it feel to create a sculpture from your family's hometown?
Mostly I have to pinch myself and say, you know, is this really happening? The feeling, I mean, my long journey home came so far around. I mean, my mother was born here in Mountain City, and I have many generations going back through Barbara Slimp and Leonard Shown. I'm a direct descendant of theirs. And to think that they crossed the mountain and saw the beautiful place here 230 years ago. 230 years ago, and that their descendant has the opportunity now to make a lasting monument to the very soul and culture of this place and these mountains. I can hardly believe my good fortune, and I can only wish that every one of you have a chance in your lifetime to do something that just feels so good as what I've been able to do through the help of so many people. There's so many people involved in this project, and you know, in particular Ralph Nielsen, who had the vision, and Christy Dunn, who worked making the numbers come out right, and community support, and the benefactors that we wouldn't be able to do this without. They're listed on the back of your program and here today. There were just so many people involved in this project. It's I mean, there's dozens and dozens and dozens. So from the foundry, all the way back up here to everybody here today. Like I say, how do I feel about it? I just want to pinch myself every day. Thank you for the opportunity, and I hope that you all are happy with the work.
We appreciate Val so much. It was so cool just to watch her working from the very beginning, putting the sculpture together. We watched it inside the Art Center as it was becoming a real person, and we thank her so much. So now we are ready. It's the moment that you've all been waiting for, the unveiling of the sculpture of Fiddlin Fred Price. We have Val and Ralph Nielsen, and if all of you don't know Andrew, he's a Fiddlin Fred descendant. We thought it'd be fitting to mark this occasion with some of Fred's music performed by his children and great-grandchildren. Kenny, Lois, Kyman, Andrew, and I think Jack Prophet's going to play too. I think they're going to play Rank Stranger, Shady Grove, and Lee Highway Blues. Lee Highway Blues is played all over the world, and it was written by our own G.B. Grayson. Kenny learned it from Fred, and Fred most likely learned it from G.B. when he was a teenager learning to play. And that's about as authentic as it gets. So here we go.
Brothers and sisters are. He's already stole my mind. This next song, I guess, is about my dad's favorite. And I'm honored to sing it. I hope I can. I looked for my police, but I never could find them. I found they were all like strangers to me. Everybody I met seemed to be like strangers. No mother or dad, not a friend that I see. They knew not my name, and I knew not their faces. I found they were all like strangers to me. They've all away. Since we saw the stranger to a beautiful home by the bright crystal sea. Some beautiful day I'll meet 'em in heaven, where no one will be a stranger to me. Everybody I met seemed to be like strangers. No mother or dad, not a friend that I see. They knew not my name, and I knew not their faces. I found they were all like strangers to me. I found they were all like strangers to me.
When I left a little shady grove, she's standing in the door. Shoes and stockings in her hand and a little bind on the floor. Kiss one pretty little shady grove as sweet as brandy wine. There ain't no girl in this whole world that's prettier than mine. Shady Grove, my little miss, Shady Grove, we say. Shady Grove, my little miss, I'm bound to go away. as brandy wine. There ain't no girl in this whole world that's prettier than mine. Shady Grove, my little miss. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little miss. I'm bound to go away. Shady Grove, my little miss. Shady Grove, I say. Shady Grove, my little miss. I'm bound to go away.
We want to say a special thank you to all of our sponsors one more time, because without them, none of this would be possible. And our musicians, we love you all so much, Jam and all you guys. So thank you. And Val, it's just amazing. Thank you. And we want to thank each one of you that are here, and the ones that were here last night, and that you follow us all year, give us support, and help us any way you can, and just keep the music and the heritage alive. So thank you, each one of you. Give yourselves a hand. And this Long Journey Home's been really special since it's live again, so we're so happy about that. And we'd like for you to join us today at 4 o'clock at the Fred Price Home Place and hear the Piney Woods Boys perform the music of Tom, Doc, Fred, and Clint from the album Old Time Music of Clarence Ashby, and have some soup beans. Lois can't just sing, but she can cook too. And some apple butter and some biscuits. Tomorrow's Sunday singing's been organized by Stephen Long, and we do appreciate him so much. He's such an important part of Long Journey Home. It starts at 2 o'clock at Heritage Hall. And be sure and check out our art show and our quilt exhibit inside the Center for the Arts if you've not done that already. Thank you one more time for being a part of this very, very special occasion. And we're going to close with a song you all know and love. You all know the words by now, so sing along. We'll close with Long Journey Home.
Lost all my money but a $2 bill, $2 bill, Lord, a $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on my long journey home. Black smoke's rising and it surely is a train. Surely is a train, Lord, it surely is a train. Black smoke's rising and it surely is a train. I'm on my long journey home. Lost all my money but a $2 bill, $2 bill, Lord, a $2 bill. Lost all my money but a $2 bill. I'm on